Greetings, water signs. So I am coming to you with this reading. This is for the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay. Take what resonates, what doesn't. Do not feel as if you have to make it fit. You will find other readings or videos on my channel that you can take something from or relate to. Okay. So firstly, we have your runes, and the runes that came out for you guys was the first one symbolizes earth, cycles, and right action. Okay, I feel like this is just talking about, like what's currently going on right now. The earth, we know Gaia is elevating. We are actually, some of us have already went through cycles, have finished cycles, and then some of us are just beginning, different cycles, so, and I will be getting into that more on my channel as well. Then the right action. I feel like if you were contemplating on whether or not, if you recently, just made a decision about something, I feel like this is spirit coming through and saying that it was the right action. Okay. Secondly, you all receive the rune that represents protection, polarity, regeneration. And if y'all hear any noise in the background, my babies are playing. Thirdly, you receive sun, thunderbolts. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. But so thirdly, you receive sun, thunderbolt, and wheel of power. Okay, and lastly, with the runes, you received God and the ancestors, and they wanted me to let you know that you are divinely protected and divine intervention is occurring. Okay, so next you receive the angel number 659 and 1212. You could be saying triple sixes, you could be saying triple fives, you could be saying triple nines. So firstly, the number 6 represents when you're being held back by anxiety or fear. Sometimes seeing the number 6 is common. Triple six is letting you know to shift your perspective, to control negative thoughts, and invite peace into your life. If you see the number 66, this is usually a sign of the ancestors being around. Okay. So 5 is a representation of this number will often appear when it's time to rely a little more on people around you. Okay. So I know in a previous reading, I want to say it was the air signs. No, fire signs. I think it talked about someone coming in to aid you or help you. Okay. So that could be, what this symbolizes. Especially if you're feeling like someone who, you just completed a cycle and it's basically you're waiting for your soul tribe to, waiting to meet your soul tribe. Okay. So, triple fives talks about change is near, a new and better path is emerging. You just need to take the next steps. Okay. And then the number 9 talks about a sign of compassion and empathy as well, a prompt to make time for yourself. Okay, so Spirit is saying to definitely make time for yourself. Make sure that you are continuing to love yourself, uplift yourself, saying your affirmations in the mirror, self-love, baths, and, your spiritual baths and stuff like that, and cleansing your energy. So you could be saying triple nines, and triple nines talks about a chapter in your life is closing, allowing another to open. So this goes back to the first rune that you all received, talking about cycles. Okay. Next, 1212. So 1212 symbolizes don't leave life to chance. Take focused action to help your dreams manifest. So this goes back to envisioning your manifestations, You can do this by just, envisioning them in your eyes or your eye, and getting into detail. Like, say for instance, if you're manifesting a home, get into detail about what type of home. Okay, where is this home? If you're manifesting a business, what type of business? What clientele are you trying to attract? Okay, so stuff like that. Next we have, okay, so that is it for your angel numbers. So next we have the angel ancestors. So I use the angel ancestor oracle, and the first card you guys received was guardian angel, and the angels wanted you to know that you are not alone. Next, you receive the medicine guardian, and this is talking about be open to healing information. Okay. Then you receive the autumn, and this talks about release the old and rest. Okay. Then you receive the card shapeshifter, and this talks about transform and unveil your gifts. Okay. Then you receive the card Lord, Lord, and this talks about take charge with authority. Okay. So basically standing in your power. Next and lastly, you received from the angel and ancestors oracle, great teacher, learn from spiritual experience. Okay. So next, from the rose oracle, you guys received 3 cards, and the first card is called the Bud, Bud, and this talks about it says it's about to happen, potential, promise, keep going. Okay, so spirit is basically saying to never give up, never fold. Know that you do hold the potential, and you have God's promise. Your angels and your ancestors, they're backing you. Okay, and to keep going. Okay. Secondly, you receive the breathing rose card from the Rose Oracle, and this talks about heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. So this goes back to that rest, and taking time for you, self-love, self-worth, self-respect. Okay. Lastly, from the Rose Oracle, you receive the Bloom, and this talks about creations realized. So this goes back to the Shapeshifter card from the Angels Ancestors deck. This relates to that card when Spirit is saying to transform and unveil your gifts. Okay, so the Bloom talks about creations realized, right time, harvest, and celebrate. Okay, next you receive some cards. I used the Moonology Oracle, and the first card you received was bring love into the situation. Okay. Secondly, it's time to release negativity. Thirdly, we have look at the bigger picture. Fourth, meditate and contemplate. And fifth, you're very close to achieving your goals. Okay. From the Moonology card, they do have zodiac signs on them. So you could have some Aquarius placement, Scorpio placement, Sag placement, or Pisces placement. Okay. All right. So next we have the Energy Oracle. And from the Energy Oracle, you guys receive door to value. The number 31 could be of some significance to you. You could be seeing triple threes. You could be seeing triple ones, or you could be seeing the number 13. So door to value talks about new beginnings in finance or career or both. Remain conscious and creative and get ready to step through the door. Okay. The second card you guys received is what's all tied up. And this is basically Spirit coming through saying, cut the chains now. Okay? Cut those cords now. They put a lot of force behind that now. So you could be seeing triple twos or 3223. Okay? Next, you received the Victory card. And the Victory card talks about success and achievement, deep interchange for a great outer success. Okay? You could be seeing triple eights. Okay? Or the number 28. So the next card you guys received was the Sun card. And the Sun card talks about new beginnings and great creativity, nurturing, and new light within your life. You could be a life path number 1. You could be seeing 1111. You could be seeing 111. Okay? And lastly, you all actually only have 4 cards. But let me tell you, Archangel Metatron always has to come through. And I actually had his card on my altar. And in the middle of me doing you guys reading, his card fell off of my altar. Okay, so I included him in this reading. And he just wants to reassure you that your clarity, you do have clarity of thought and personal vision. And this goes back again to envisioning what you manifest. Okay, and getting deeply in detail about what you're manifesting. Okay, so next we have, and also the number 40 can be of some significance to you as well. You could be seeing triple 4s as well, or triple 0s. Okay. Next we have the Romance Angels deck. And this is just talking about things in love, okay? So passion came out for you guys. Heart-to-heart conversation came out. So, hold on just a second. Let me grab the passion card. Okay, so on the passion card it says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, okay? Next we have the heart-to-heart conversations. And this is saying, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay. Then we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay. So just remember, Spirit is saying, just remember, no one is perfect. Okay. Definitely instill boundaries. Have those boundaries. And like I always tell you guys, if you have boundaries up, 1313 on the clock, if you have boundaries up and people don't respect it, those people do not belong around you. Okay? Next, we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay? So healing, forgiving is very important. And y'all, I know it's hard. I do, believe me. But forgiving promotes healing. Okay? Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay? So you and your partner can actually be in a separation period. Okay? Next we have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay? So Spirit is saying that it is safe for you to love. And then lastly, you guys receive the Soulmate card. And this says, yes, this is your soulmate. Okay? So some of y'all can have a soulmate coming in. You could possibly be already with your soulmate or in connection, communication with your soulmate. Okay? So next we have some insightful messages. These are just random words that I write on index cards. I shuffle them up and whatever comes out, that is the message that Spirit and the angels and the ascended masters and your ancestors have for you. So the first card y'all got was triple eights and triple eight signify material and financial blessings are on their way. Okay? And you could be seeing just the number 8, and this is a general positive sign, as this number is tied to balance and success. Okay, 1513 on the clock. Next we have triple fours, and triple fours talks about you're on the right track. Keep going and you'll see your desires come to fruition. Okay? Next, you receive skies aren't the limit. Okay? Skies aren't the limit. Then you receive the message, you're too blessed to be stressed. Next, you receive the angel number 1234. And 1234 says you're making progress. Your goals are within reach. Okay, so this is just another confirmation about your goals being in reach. Spirit is saying. Next, you receive things are shifting into the positive. So that's another confirmation. Then Spirit came through and said, study or read a book. So 1616 on the clock. So it could be something that you are wanting to study. You may be continuing studies, or you may be picking up a trade, or thinking about some books to read. So this is a confirmation. Spirit is saying study or read a book. Also, black magic came up, and we know the things going on with that in the chosen community. Next, we have purple. And right after purple, amethyst came out. But let me give you all some information about the color purple. So purple represents love, joy, passion, freedom, highest excitement. Okay? So you could be seeing the color purple. And like I said, amethyst came out. And we know that, yes, amethyst comes in black and purple, but the most common is the purple. And then right after amethyst came Bastille. And also I want to retract with the purple and the amethyst. If I'm not mistaken, amethyst is amazing for the crown. It's amazing for the crown. I love having amethyst by the bed. It's amazing bedside crystal as well. It's an amazing protection crystal as well. And I think that's all I had to say about amethyst. I can't think of anything else. But yeah, so right after amethyst, Queen Bastille came out, which isn't no coincidence. If you're familiar with Queen Bastille, Bastille loves amethyst. Okay, loves amethyst. So if you honor Bastille, definitely give an offering of amethyst if you can. So yeah. Next we have freedom. Okay, freedom. And just like I said a few minutes ago, purple signifies freedom. So Spirit is coming through and talking about you being free and freedom. Next, after that, you receive the word shaman. Okay, so some of you chosen could be shaman. You could have been a shaman in your previous life. Okay, or lives. Okay. Next, we have detox or detoxing. Okay, so if you're not detoxing, 1911 on the clock, Spirit is saying to detox. Okay, start detoxing. Next, we have big changes. Okay, and then you receive the rune that signifies awakening, certainty, and illumination. Okay. Sorry, y'all. My sinuses are draining. Then we have destiny. Okay, and right after destiny, Anubis came out for you all. Okay, Anubis could possibly be protecting you in this time. Next, we have abundant in health. Okay, and then you all receive the rune that represents harmony, prosperity, and reward. Okay, and definitely, I know I said in a previous for a different set of zodiac signs, if you want to with this video, you can definitely pause it, rewind it, whatever you need to do to take notes. Okay. Next, you receive the rune that talks about peace. No, sorry. You receive the word peace. Okay. And then you receive the rune that represents clarity, challenges, introspection. Okay. So I feel like there could have been some challenges that brought introspection and it gave you clarity. Okay. Next we have, and lastly, we have the rune that represents fertility, healing, and regeneration. Okay. Next, we have I have a personal oracle deck that will be coming out soon. And from this deck, I picked, Spirit picked 2 cards. The first card, and on these cards, they're kind of like, positives, and then things that you may relate to that areas of work. Okay, things that you may need to work on. So firstly, you receive on your first card, it says the desire for adventure, freedom, and exploration. So you could be someone who's desiring to be more adventurous, more free, and explore more. Okay. Next, we have possessing the strength to confront some issue or conflict. Okay, so you could be trying to soul search or doing some introspection about a conflict, or confronting an issue. Okay, but at the end of the day, Spirit is saying, if you cut this situation off, forgiveness, like I said at the beginning, forgiveness is healing. Okay. Next we have sincerity and truth. Okay. And then lastly, the ability to use discernment. So this goes back to when we were talking about Archangel Metatron. And I want to say, where were we? I want to say when we were, okay, so clarity and introspection. Okay. Illumination too. Awakening, certainty, and illumination. Okay. Next, on the second card that Spirit gave you all, it talks about you take pride in your appearance. Okay. So you could be someone who definitely takes pride in your appearance. Soul protection from prying eyes. So this is Spirit coming through and saying, make sure you're cleansing your aura, doing your spiritual baths, just all of that stuff to cleanse your, just cleanse you, to cleanse your offspring. If you have offspring, just make sure you're cleansing your home and all of that. Next, we have maybe someone is preventing you from reaching the things you desire. Okay, so this goes back to introspection. Okay, it goes back to introspection. It goes back to forgiving. It goes back to healing. Okay, and manifesting and writing, journaling. Okay, I have 5 journals. I actually have to get another one. So journaling, manifesting is very, very important. Okay. Lastly, we have manipulative nature. Okay, so I feel like that you could have been manipulated because in a situation, and it can cause you to where it says maybe someone is preventing you from reaching the things you desire. Okay, so you could have been manipulated in a situation which causes some burdens. It causes some heartbreak. It causes hurt. But definitely sit with self and excuse me that's Spirit. Sit with self and bring these things out, bring them to the surface, okay, and confront them. That's one way of confronting them, okay. You don't have to necessarily confront the individuals who did this to you. You can bring it up, bring it out. If you have to cry about it, if you have to shout about it, pray about it, meditate on it, journal about it, burn it, all that. Okay, whatever you have to do to heal. Okay, and also too, I love Hertz music. Hertz music is amazing. I use Hertz music for practically everything. Even with my offspring, if they have something, Hertz music. I swear by Hertz music, and crystals as well. If you're going through heartbreak, definitely get you some rose quartz. If you're going through anxiety, get you some sodalite, blue apatite. Those crystals are amazing. If you're feeling like you need extra protection, tourmaline is amazing. Selenite is amazing. Okay. So yeah. Next, we have an oracle deck as well. It's another deck that I plan on coming out with and publishing for you all on my platform. But these cards are talking about that inner child, okay? Speaking to the inner child within you, 2626 on the clock. So, the first card you guys received was, I experience anxiety whenever contemplating doing something new, okay? So, this can come from just being in a cocoon, okay? Being in this cocoon, I don't want to say or, I want to say and, okay? So being in this cocoon and, people making you feel less than, or being made to feel less than, or being made to feel as if you're not doing enough, or, and at the end of the day, no, it's not all about people. It's not, but you have to grow to learn that, okay? You have to grow to learn that. We're so used to growing up in this matrix mentality, and you want to please this person, or you want to try to please that person, or, you grow up in this tradition where, oh, it's wrong for you to talk back, or it's wrong for you to speak your mind. Okay, so this can bring about anxiety. This can bring about not feeling like you're enough, and it could put you into this cocoon. Okay, so definitely talk to that inner child. Write a letter, journal and write a letter to that inner child. What made that child experience, such anxiety? Okay, Spirit is saying, what can you remember, or can you recall what brought about such anxiety? Okay, or interacting with people. Okay. Next, we have from the inner child oracle. It says, I find it hard to allow people in and trust them. Okay. So, again, if you're writing a letter to that inner child, and it could be all in one letter, what makes it hard for you? What has happened, or what happened? Okay. And then forgive you. Like I always say, you don't look for apologies from other people. Okay. Next, the next card you guys received was, forgive for your sake. You do not need an apology back. Okay. Forgive you and forgive for your sake. You do not need an apology back. And lastly, the card that came out for you guys is, it's okay to want things to be different. 2929 on the clock. Don't ever feel as if you are wrong for wanting to elevate or make you better. Okay? Don't ever allow people to make you feel less than because you want to elevate. because you know staying stagnant is not okay. Okay, it's not okay, especially when you have offspring. Okay, especially when you have when you're trying to break that generational curse, that stigma, you know. um Believe me, you know whether or not you're chosen to do that. Okay, it's in you, not on you. Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there because I'm going to get the preaching on here and I don't have time right now. So yeah, I wanted to come to you all and bring y'all this reading. My water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I hope you all enjoyed this reading. I will be doing more content on my channel. And yeah, many, many blessings and ascension to you all.